Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. I'm just going to do a general reading for you guys. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Use your intuition and your discernment, okay? Let's see what's in y'all's energy at this time. If I can make this one quick. I'm hungry. My stomach's gurgling. And I just realized that as I hit the record button too, so we'll see. I think I can hold it off. Soul forgiveness. Card number 28, 10 and 1 might be significant. January, October energy possibly. The age 28, life path numbers 10, 1. Okay. Mbokomo. Let me try that again. I'm trying to be very good about phonetically doing things right so that you can look for it later if you feel guided to do so. Mbokomu. All right. It's a gorgeous card. I'm seeing all those flowers. Garden. Maybe that's going to be significant for you at this time. Maybe something's blossoming as a result of forgiveness. Goddess of soul forgiveness from Bantu. Her temple is lovers, so it could be in a relationship of some kind. Doesn't have to be romantic or friendship. I do see a mom and a couple kids, so it could be a parent situation, parent-child situation. Element bush, that's the earth element, so you might be dealing with or are a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. For the Ngombe Bantu, goddess Mbokomu was the first woman. Her father, a Congo, the cranky supreme god, put her and her loud children in a basket and dismissed them to earth. Her guidance is, who do you need to forgive? Let it go and reclaim yourself. Forgiveness is a gift of freedom for you, from you. You can't rush forgiveness. You have to feel it to heal it. Feel the pain, hurt, grief, rage, and despair. Take time with your heart. Forgiveness is a higher vibration frequency than the pain you must allow yourself to feel. Unforgiveness colors your world with lack, mistrust, and resentment. You start to see everything through victim-colored glasses. But forgiveness does not have to include reconciliation. It's all about freedom, right? Start with self-forgiveness. Say out loud, I forgive myself with love. I forgive myself. I free myself. I forgive and free myself. I forgive and free others. Love it. So forgiveness is key at this time in a situation. Higher frequency may be an identifier here. To truly elevate, you need to forgive and self-forgive. All right. That resentment, scarcity mindset, all of that, okay? Let's see. Soul lessons, please. Let's get 3. Self-esteem. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. Health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. Loneliness. I know that I'm never alone. I'm getting the sense here, really taking care of yourself and utilizing your gifts to do so, okay? Being in your own energy at this time, maybe? Maybe you've been feeling outcasted or rejected. This may be a good time to really get into your body. Really feel out the tangible world for yourself, okay? I just saw a body being used as a conduit. So maybe you're going to be moving energy through you for some kind of healing purpose here, okay? To help with this forgiveness. Maybe you're being sent by the divine to go outside for a while. be in the earth amongst the flowers more often than not. And that's where you'll be able to heal. And self-forgiveness could be even just about maybe falling for something, feeling stupid about it, after some kind of negative reaction from a relationship of some kind. Things are always happening for you, not to you, and they always happen in a timing in which you're ready to receive it. So don't feel bad if you didn't see something, didn't see the writing on the wall. I mean, you might have been distracted because your higher self is having you need to be in a certain frequency to receive it, right? The benefit at the end of the rainbow, that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, right? All right, tell me more. Ooh, interesting. Okay. I just heard contract with self. Sugar and spice and everything nice, getting into your divine feminine energy. It's working for you, not against you. I see spiritual protection here. So your spirit is on it. This is meant to really kind of heal some internal wounding so that you can evolve, okay? Could have something to do to preparing you for some other kind of soul connection or contract or something. Something's being brought in here. Now, it could also be a relationship where maybe there was a breakup or something. All of that is on the table here. It is a general reading, so this may resonate a number of ways for different people. Tell me more. Blue moon. Okay, maybe something you thought was impossible might be manifesting, okay? Once in a lifetime opportunity. Ooh, nice. The impossible is possible. Something so rare you'd be lucky. Don't miss your chance. We have good luck here with Grand Trine, being blessed. Maybe you have 3 of the same sign in your charts. Pay attention to where that might give you an indication as to what this may be about or who it's about, okay? Completion, receiving gifts. You might be receiving something. This could be a spiritual gift too. Contentment. Something's being magnetized to you. Huge successes. You won't even have to fuss with it too much, okay? Once you get yourself all grounded, that's what's going to come in here for you, okay? Little effort and harmony, okay? And you'll be able to you'll be able to bring that in because you are actually magnetized with more grounded energy for your health, the physical, okay, with the earth. All right. Let's see who or what this may be about. Sun signs of people as well as major arcana. Ooh, Aquarius, highly aspected, some healing star energy there. Okay, divine intervention, absolutely. Epiphanies, I'll roll that again. Gemini, lovers could very well be in a relationship or a choice that has to be made. And Libra with balanced, a balanced decision, a balanced relationship. Could be a contract, okay? Let's see. And Capricorn. All right. Could be a Capricorn, literally. That is the devil card, but in the reverse I'm seeing, okay? Because there's obviously some transformation that needs to be forgiven here. Maybe somebody had been in their devil energy, and that's what needs to be forgiven, okay? Take how it resonates. Ooh, something is definitely manifesting here. Again with that gifts. The receiving gifts, that's what this card is all about. Maybe it's from something unexpected or an unexpected source or something you wouldn't normally be familiar with. Decisions, there's your choices there, balanced decisions. Maybe you have to decide whether or not you accept it or ready for it. But yes, it seems like a yes answer to me. It seems like it's something you're definitely going to want. Maybe it's something you didn't think was going to happen as a result of forgiving a situation, okay? Inner strength, solar plexus might be important at this time to strengthen up. Have confidence. Sacral chakra, wow, lower chakras here. This is a chance to truly heal some sort of inner child wound. Creativity might be helpful in that regard. And heart chakra with play. Maybe it is inner child, okay? This card also talks about that. So there's some sort of inner child wounding. That's why I'm seeing the mother-children there. Maybe it stems from a mother. Okay. There could be any one of these. All right. Okay. Beautiful. Heart chakra clearing. Strengthening the masculine, feminine, balancing that out. I see that with the sacral and the solar plexus. And we definitely have sun and moon energy here for those that want to work with those. And you could do that in a number of ways. It doesn't have to be ritualistic. You could make your coffee in the morning with sun water and your tea with moon water. That's a good example. Or make sun tea and moon coffee. Yeah, however, whatever. It could be something that simple to help balance something out. Final guidance here. Dumavati. I do believe she came up recently with a previous reading. Might have been on one on Patreon, so check that out if you feel guided to do so. Okay. 22 and 4. All right. Shadow of Resistance. Oh, sorry. I'm reading from the wrong book. Interesting. Don't get switched up. I just grabbed the wrong book. 22. It's my problem with having a pile over here that I'm just grabbing. Dumavati, beloved mother who dwells in the smoke, who presides over the most difficult transitions. Yeah, I think this was the one from Patreon. Okay. She who knows that certain endings are unavoidable. They are necessary predecessors to radical reinvention. Her presence brings the message that though disappointment, defeat, or loss, and the negative repercussions of such experiences may cause suffering for a time, they will not limit your future happiness. They are means for opening, as well as yet unrecognized pathways for fulfillment. Your trust must be unconditional at this time, and later you shall see that everything has worked out for the absolute best. The seventh of the Mahavijja wisdom goddesses is Dumavati. She is the crone goddess and uniquely, in the Hindu context from which she arises, also a widow. Her name means she who is made of smoke, and as the expression goes, where there's smoke, there's fire. Dumavati is associated with the profound suffering. Just as smoke is the polluting and concealing manifestation of fire, it can be hard to believe there is any divine blessing, hidden or otherwise, when we are in the agonies of intense suffering. In honoring Dumavati, we acknowledge that suffering is part of life and can develop compassion. Our capacity for kindness is often in direct proportion to the suffering we experienced and process, as it can grow empathy and wisdom. Some continue to create pain for themselves and others alleviate suffering in the world through what they have learned. The difference comes through the willingness to face and process pain. Dumavati can help us find the courage to be real about our suffering, neither becoming lost in it nor avoiding it, but rather to go through it and process it. Dumavati is often associated with the most painful aspects of human existence: aging, disease, thirst, poverty, hunger, death, and ugliness on all levels. This may cause some to fear her and try to push her away. Yet when we are suffering greatly, we can know that she is with us. With her black smoky skin, she becomes the blackened Madonna, the beloved mother who does not watch our suffering from our remote place in blissful detachment, but is suffering along with us. Our cries resonate in her heart. In our emotional anguish, she is our sacred companion, and her presence can help us bear witness with honesty and courage. Healing begins with an acknowledgement of suffering, and self-forgiveness, soul forgiveness does that as well. Okay, that is an acknowledgement, right? That is a very vulnerable acknowledgement. You cannot resolve an issue if you deny it exists. I just heard the first step to the road to recovery since Aquarius came up. That's hilarious. The first step to the road to recovery in a 12-step program is admitting you have a problem. Okay. And then it's forgiving yourself. So maybe you might be, or someone is, this might be an identifier, someone's going through some kind of a 12-step program. They might literally be going through recovery, therapy, something to that effect, okay? At the very beginning stages here, all right? Bearing honest witness is the only way for change to begin. When Dhumavati arises in a reading, there is an opportunity to end a profound and difficult struggle, perhaps one that is obscured and difficult to articulate and acknowledge. Such truth-speaking to yourself happens when you commit, "This is not good for me," or "I'm not sure yet or how or what, but something needs to stop." Dhumavati is sometimes depicted with two crows attempting to pull a cart they cannot move. At other times, her cart is without means of movement at all. She brings the message that the path you are on cannot take you any further. This doesn't mean that life is over, but rather that life as you have known it has come to an end. This is the inception of a new cycle. To be ready for it, as we know from Kali's mysteries, we must grieve and release what has been. In the social context from which Dhumavati emerges, widows are at the edges of acceptable social status. In this way, Dhumavati is a goddess for those who have been shunned, criticized, or denounced. Those forced out of social status or position through circumstances that are not necessarily of their own choosing. When external events seem to be forcing you in a certain direction, feelings of vulnerability can arise, but then so can a sense of being deeply guided by the universe. Dhumavati's presence signifies a time when something you once counted on has failed you in some way. Through that process, opportunities open that would not have been otherwise available to you. Dhumavati is the harbinger of endings and loss, but also of radical trust and secret blessings that are revealed later, and most often unexpectedly. And you may, since we have choices here, you might have more than one option coming forward. Okay? Something avoided at all costs happens anyway, and we end up being grateful for it because it frees us. It took courage. It hurt a lot. We had to grow. But she was there with us, letting us know. This feels terrible, but something good is going to come from it. The pain will end. You are going to be more than just okay. You are going to thrive. Love it. There you go, guys. Hopefully that helps. Have a good one. Bye.